If you're on Medicare, getting $1,180 in free groceries may cost you over $100,000 next year. Stay tuned. Hey guys, this is Rick MacDermid here with Senior Solutions Group, and thank you for joining us, and we are so thankful to be able to talk to you today. We are in the middle of the Medicare annual enrollment period here, and we are going to talk to you about how to save money on your prescription drugs and how to not save money on your prescription drugs. And one of the things you do not want to do is you do not want to respond to these crazy postcards that come in the mail. Our clients drop these by, and a lot of them, this one is how you can save money on food, over-the-counter products, home supplies, rental assistance, utilities, pet care, meal delivery service, non-Medicare transportation. A lot of people get these cards thinking, I can finally save money, I can finally get all these extra benefits. And the truth of the matter is, here's another one here. What does this one promise? The truth of the matter is that you need to be on Medicaid to qualify. So you have to be on very low income to qualify for some of these benefits. They want you to pick up that phone and call them so they can switch your insurance around. And 98% of the time, it will be only Medicare Advantage. They will not discuss Medicare Supplement insurance with you. We have a lot of clients on Medicare Advantage for all the right reasons. Here's one. Attention, after a careful analysis of Washington residents, we've determined, they've done a careful analysis, that Bob Jones at 2300 Nob Hill Boulevard may be eligible for additional Medicare Advantage plan benefits. I'm not going to name the company that conducted this analysis, but it was very thorough. They have determined that through a Medicare Advantage plan, you may have access to additional plan benefits not included in Medicare. So they just keep coming and coming and coming. The phone calls, which are illegal, you have to give them your permission for them to call you. Hang up. Be very careful with the TV ads as well. And we got all the insurance companies sending stuff in the mail, on and on and on and on it goes. All the clutter. This is something that you got that is not junk. There's some good information in there. We have it on our website, seniorsolutions.net, if you want to read the digital version. Just beware, at the back of this book, there are going to be pages and pages and pages of plans to pick from. Page after page after page after page, and it may not be applicable to your county. So we like to use medicare.gov, and I'm on medicare.gov right now. We had a client that we met with a week or so ago and looked up their medications. I've changed some of the medications around a little bit to protect their identity. And so we have some expensive meds, some non-expensive meds. You'll notice one of the meds here, Humira, is very expensive. So Humira is what you see advertised on television. So if we want to find the best plan for 2024, we can use medicare.gov. We also have a tool on our website at seniorsolutions.net. If you get stuck, don't know what to do, some agents don't like dealing with drug plans because there's not a lot of money to be made by selling prescription Part D drug plans, but we count it a privilege to help anyone with their Part D drug plan. So if you don't have an agent, feel free to reach out to us. We'd be happy to help you. And if you haven't already subscribed to our YouTube channel, feel free to do so as well. And share this with a friend or two. So we've got a list of meds on medicare.gov, and you can create a medicare.gov account. We've helped many clients do this, and it will keep track of all of your meds over the last 12 months. So you don't have to type in all of your meds. You don't have to try to figure out which version you're on. Medicare keeps track of that. So it's a great tool. You got to be aware that if you don't have the right type of med, if you put in a tablet instead of a capsule or vice versa, it could mess the whole thing up and cost you lots of money. So we've got our drugs. We are going to shop. Let's go shopping. Let's find plans. By the way, we also put in 5 pharmacies: Safeway, Walgreens, Walmart, Ray's, which is a local pharmacy here in our hometown. Try to support the mom and pops. They often get squeezed out by the big box brand stores like Walgreens and Walmart. Also, mail order is an option. So we're going to go shopping. Let's go shopping. Find plans now for 2024. And now we have the option of looking at Medicare Part C, also known as Medicare Advantage, also known as a replacement to Medicare. And we also have standalone drug plans. Medigap policies are also available to investigate as well. Medigap, also known as Medicare Supplement Insurance. So our client's next plan will actually have a zero premium next year. Yes, WellCare not only has zero premium Medicare Advantage plans, but a zero premium prescription drug plan in our area next year. And so the total drug cost for 2024 is going to be shown right here. So since there is no premium, that will be what this person would be paying next year, and it's an estimate by Medicare. And the mail order would actually be a little bit more, believe it or not. So don't get too fixated on the Part D deductible, which next year will be $545. You want to look at the total cost. So if we go down the list here, we can see all the plans listed in descending order according to cost effectiveness. Look at the cost. Look what happens as I scroll down. So we got the monthly premium here. So the monthly premium is also included in the total cost. Remember, with the zero premium plan, it is not, because there is no monthly premium to be on the insurance. So SilverScript Aetna has a plan for $3.30, Cigna for $14.20, Mutual of Omaha $23, SilverScript Choice PDP $44.10. You'll notice that all plans have a star rating. Usually the plan will have a 2.5, 3, 3.5, maybe a 4-star rating. You might find one that has a 1 or a 1.5. Be careful. They may be under sanction by Medicare. So the premium is going up, but what's really going up is this total cost here. So you're not going to necessarily save money by buying a more expensive plan. People might make a mistake of thinking, I'll just sign up for the most expensive Part D drug plan and pay the least amount. So now we're up to $4,400 from where we started at $3,419. So some people, if you're on generic drugs like lisinopril, metformin, losartan, you might have zero copays for the whole entire year, or maybe $5, which is nothing compared to what these drugs can cost. Starting next year in 2024, Medicare Part D will have an out-of-pocket spending limit, and we're going to show you what that is in a minute as well. So we're up to $4,400, $4,500, $4,600, $5,000. Let's go to page 2, because we have 20 plans to pick from. $3,400, $21,469.11. $21,543, $21,558, $21,596, $22,000, $22,281, $22,299, $416, $118,000. Oh my goodness. Goodness gracious, that's with United Healthcare, AARP, Medicare Basic, prescription drug plan. Well, that's quite a range, folks. What is the dealio here? Let's find out the details. One of those drugs must not be covered by the plan, and let's find out what it is. Let's pick the pharmacy. Let's go local. Let's go Rays. Well, Humira, the retail cost is $8,300. The cost after the deductible, during the coverage gap, and after the coverage gap, known as the donut hole, is $8,307. That means that plan is not covering that drug. This drug is not covered as well by that plan. So not all plans, none of the plans cover all the drugs. So don't assume that your plan is going to cover a drug you're on. Don't just assume that by staying the course that you're just going to have smooth sailing the rest of your life. I've had a number of people in their 80s come in this week, referred by friends and families and neighbors, saying, I don't want to make a change. It's too hard. I don't understand it. What if I make a mistake? Well, just the insurance companies like people like you that don't want to make changes because they know that you're like the frog in the water. You can't make a drug plan change after December 7th in most cases. Now, if you're on Medicare Advantage, you have until March 31st. Let's go back. So we've got all these expensive drugs. Humira is going to cost almost $100,000 just for that one drug if you're on this drug plan, unless your doctor can convince the insurance company to cover it. So you have to file an appeal and hope the appeal is overturned and successful. It may or it may not be. So what we want to do is we want to avoid that plan. So let's go back to our search results and go to the top plan. WellCare Value Script, believe it or not, for zero premium is going to offer the most cost-effective savings for 2024. Let's check out this plan. So we'll see the pharmacies that are in-network versus preferred in-network. So Ray's, which is a mom and pop pharmacy, does not get preferential treatment, which is often the case. It's kind of a dying breed right now to have these family-owned pharmacies stay open. So if you can, support the local pharmacy, but if it doesn't make sense financially and you need to go to a big box chain, well, we have those available as well. So look at the cost of the drugs at Safeway, Walgreens, Walmart. For Humira, this is for the year. The yearly cost for Humira would be $2,800, not over $100,000. So let's take a look at your monthly charges. So you're going to go in the donut hole and out of the donut hole into catastrophic benefits. So once the total cost of your drugs hit a little over $5,000, so if the cost of Humira is almost $3,000, and then this one is $440, added to the rest of the drugs, you're going to have a total cost of over $5,000 in a little over a month. Actually less than a month. So you'll be in catastrophic coverage. Guess what happens? For this person, their drugs will be free from March all the way through to the end of the year, as long as the drug is covered by the plan. Starting in 2024, you will no longer have to pay 5% of the cost of your drugs. So 5% of the cost of that drug, which is $2,900, is a lot of money for a 1-month supply. So the good news is, with all the discounts, this person will only have to pay a little over $3,000 for drugs that could have cost $144,000 had you picked the wrong plan. So had you picked one of those Medicare Advantage plans, which we can compare, so let's go to the Medicare Advantage plans. We'll see the same thing play out. So here is a plan, which is a local Medicare Advantage plan for zero premium. We like dealing with them. They're local. They have great customer service. $3,148.40. Very similar to the standalone Part D drug plan. And watch what happens as we go down. The same thing's going to happen. These numbers are going to start creeping up the further down we go. And you notice there are more Medicare Advantage plans than there are Part D drug plans. Why is that? That's because insurance companies are really heavily gearing up for Medicare Advantage. So you're going to get a lot of stuff in the mail. All the ads on TV are going to be focused only on Medicare Advantage. Be very careful. Medicare Advantage may be a great fit for some people, but not for everyone. If you want to know your options, reach out to us. We'd be happy to talk to you about that. So watch what's happening. Let's continue to scroll down. Now we're over $4,700, $21,000. $21,000. So we're almost at $22,000. $122,000. Well, why would that be? Because this plan does not cover prescription drugs. There are very few people, percentage-wise, that don't need prescription drug coverage. If you're on the VA, or maybe you just don't want drug coverage, you might sign up for a Medicare Advantage plan that does not include prescription drugs. You cannot add a separate drug plan on a plan if you have Medicare Advantage that doesn't include prescription drugs, unless it's a private fee-for-service plan, which almost don't exist anymore. So for all intents and purposes, if you sign up for a Medicare Advantage plan, you can't have a separate drug plan. So do you want to pay $122,750 for your medications? I don't think so. So take the time, do your due diligence. If you don't have an agent, find one that you can trust. For those of you do-it-yourselfers out there, it's going to take a lot of research. It can be done, but I don't want to go to medical school to learn to be a brain surgeon at this point in my life. I go to a brain surgeon. I don't want to try to figure out how to fix my car at this point in my life. I don't want to do all of my house repairs at this point in my life. We got a sump pump we're putting in under our house. Guess what? I'm not doing it myself. We have a guy that we trust that helps us when we have things that we need done at our house. If that is you, if you need some help, if you want some direction, you don't have to change the whole banana split. If you could just take the sprinkles off and the whipped cream off and maybe change the toppings from hot fudge to chocolate or from caramel to butterscotch, you still get a banana split. You don't have to get rid of the ice cream. If you want to keep your doctors, if you want to not have to worry about hospital copays, you don't have to change everything around. If you want to make just a small minor tweak to your plan, that's great. If you're new to Medicare, it's important that you know your options. Feel free to reach out to us at Senior Solutions Group. We've got you covered. We love helping people. We are passionate about it, as you can tell, and we appreciate you taking the time to check this out and share this with a friend or two. Take care.